There is still a spiritual relationship. So don't think because I ain't doing it anymore, you're still doing it. You see, the evil one is smart. He won't say, no. You finish that already. But you are still bound. You are still bound. So, all the things, adultery, pornography, for example. Pornography. You notice in pornography, there's always a face. There's always a face. Pornographic material without a face is nothing. There's always a face because the evil one understands. You develop a link with that face, that image, and you develop a spiritual communion with that person. You may never have met the person, but you, And let me tell you, one of the most painful things is when somebody comes to you. When a married person comes to you and says to you, I need help. I need help. I need help because my spouse cannot satisfy me. That's no joke. This is not joke. This is not joke. This is the grip of the evil one. That is not of God. That's not of God. Sexuality is of God. It's the greatest gift that God has given us. It's one of the ways in which we are the likeness of God. But sexuality used rightly. But when the evil one takes of sexuality, he comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy, and he destroy you with it. And destroy you with it. So, go through your life. Go through your life. Go through all the unhealthy relationships that you can remember you have. Write them down. Write them down. Because you have been used by the evil one through these relationships. And here that you go like that. Then you feel like that you go. But you yourself know you let you go. You know that yourself. There's so many abortions. Perversion in all forms, yeah? Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. That's the only way you're going to free yourself. By the grace of Jesus Christ. Tomorrow will help you in the grace of Jesus Christ to help you to free from the clutches because He has you in those iron grip. And He's telling you, you're okay, you're free, you're free. Yes. The third sheep. This is very important, very, very important. Occult relationship. Can you remember ever been involved in the occult? Now, notice the Lord is talking about you alone. Remember, you and your friends, your family, Your family. Because you are linked with them, you yourself may not be doing certain things, but if they are doing certain things, so if you know your family has been involved, write down what you think they have been involved in. Sometimes you find tragedies happen in their families, suicides. Somebody will have killed themselves, they only why. If you have had traumatic things like that in your family, accidents, violent deaths. All of those, remember, once you see destruction and death, it's a sign of Satan. Write it down, write it down. You may discover things about your family that you don't know about. You don't know about. There was a young man whose life, he said he gave his life to Jesus. He gave his life to Jesus. And everything he tried, listen up, can't do a job. Everything he tried. When this guy was helped to do what I'm helping you to do tonight, and he went back, he discovered that his great-great-grandfather had left Italy and gone to America because all of his family was part of the mafia, that they had murdered so many people. And this young man, spiritually linked with them, was suffering the consequences. He had not made a choice. He was living his life in America, but look at that. The connections that he had with this violent past was affecting his life. And he did not understand. Have you ever gone to witch doctors? Septics, palm readers, opium man? Yes. All of that is part of your heart. You are opening up yourself. You are opening up yourself. God does not go through those things. If God does what? Satan will go through it. So don't be fooled and say, no, that's not. The young people get caught in that. The young people now trying witchcraft in the internet. And it's just excitement. There are people who use it in the church. They burn candles on people's head. They burn candles on people's head. They ask God to do them so, do so. And God had a prayer, they shot God had a prayer. Because it was some darkness. That's one of the greatest signs of Satan. Using God's good thing for his end. You know, it's a crucial, we have a tradition. Why we were so reluctant to give people the Eucharist in the hand. Because people used to receive the Eucharist on their tongue and take it out and put it in the cloth and go on to their own of it. Yes! They have called us as priests when a person dying and what they call themselves de valet. In other words, to try to free their soul. And they tell us, go on the so-and-so tree, on the so-and-so stone, and you find literally hundreds of consecrated souls. These things happen. Is that of God? No. That's the evil one. The evil one can use you, whether you realize it or not. Now think of the person, the member of that person's family. Think of the kind of thing that is happening to members of that family. And they will say, you know what happened? They pray. The bondage just there. The bondage just there. The bondage. So check your life. Check your family history. Check your friends. You may have friends who are involved in secret societies. You know what's happening there? You know what's happening? I'm not in that. But it's your best friend. You have spiritual communion with them. You have spiritual communion with them. You see, this thing has such far-reaching implications. Far-reaching implications. Even, I'll tell you one of the things that shocked me. I love massages. I love massages. Sweetest massage, full body massage, deep tissue massage, especially in Italy. So, until a priest friend of mine told me, when you're getting a massage, you have to make sure that your masseuse is a person of God. I said, what do you mean? He said, you realize that you are not, there is no moment when you're most vulnerable than when you're completely relaxed. You're completely relaxed. And who is relaxing you? What is the spirit of that person? If that person is in tune with the evil one, you are opening yourself to all kinds of vulnerability. This is serious stuff. This is serious business. You have to know who, and who is connected to who, and who's doing what with who, because you don't know what's happening secretly, but you are in connection with them. You are connected, and therefore you are affected. If you are connected, you are affected. If you are connected, you are affected. So drop your sheep. Drop your sheep. The last area, these are what we call the access points where the evil one enters our lives. Childhood traumas, unhealthy relationship is the second point. The third one is the occult and all ramifications. And the fourth one is family bondage. Family bondage. Now this family bondage is really, really dangerous. Really, really dangerous. You see, because there are people who are involved in Satanism. There are people with the quest for power, the quest for wealth. They will sell their souls to Satan. But not only they sell their souls, they might sell their children. There are people who do that. They involve in occultic, satanic relationships. And you may not know, but you may belong to that family. And you, because you are in that family, you fall under that bondage. So, check your family. Check your family. Is there any member of your family whom you know, whom you've heard of, has been involved in any form of Satanism or diabolical thing? You may be wondering what's happening in your life, what's happening in your children's life, and it can go back to that. It can go back to that. Because one member of your family said yes to Satan in that way, and now you are caught. You are caught. Now what I want to do tomorrow night, I want you to bring all of those sheets that you have. And I'm going to go through a ritual in which I will help you to break whatever bondage, whatever power Satan has over you through those 4 access points. So that we can invite the Spirit of God, the power of Christ, to enter your life. And let me tell you, if you really do it properly, you can experience strange things in your life. You can see doors opening and wondering how they open it at times. Because the umbrella of Satan has been removed. You have personally to reject Satan, but reject him consciously. You see, when we're doing our baptismal renewal, we'll say, I reject Satan. Yeah, but there is a blanket, I reject Satan. But you know, you have to be aware of where in my life Satan is, so that my rejection can be effective. That's the problem. When we reject Satan, say, okay, I reject. You didn't invite me. The person who invited me, I have power, I have authority. I was invited by your grandmother, by your great-grandmother, by your friend. So I have power in your life. Unless you can know how to break, to get rid of that authority that has been put on you by somebody else, you can reject him as much as you want in your heart. But he laughs at you. Because he has a right here. A right here. You know, the police can come to your house and tell you, I'm the police. Get out of this house. There was a warrant. No, but I'm the police. Get out. I have authority in my house. I have authority in my house. Unless you have authority, you cannot get out. And we have to be able to know how to get rid of that Satan. So tomorrow night, we'll be having a liturgy of healing, deliverance, and acknowledgement of Christ, and letting Christ enter the door of your life. Kicking Satan out. Smash! And at the end of the service, as we go outside, I've asked Deacon Mitchell to get me a half drum, so we can burn all those remembrances of Satan's power. We're going to burn it. That you will leave here free of his power. So when you come on Friday to receive Eucharist, you'll be coming knowing that you don't think Jesus is Lord of your life, but you know because you have renounced the liar, the one who comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And you'll come to accept life.